So good morning everyone. Today I am going to discuss about piezoelectric transducer. So piezoelectric transducer is a active transducer. What is active transducer means? For this operation it does not require any external power. So here in this piezoelectric transducer it works on piezoelectric effect. What is meant by piezoelectric effect means if you take a certain type of materials like quartz crystal, Rochello salts and ceramic materials, such type of crystals you are taking, you are applying a pressure or any vibrations across the crystal surface, the crystal deforms and charge is produced at the surface of the crystal because of its deformation of crystal orientation. So that is the reason it is an active transducer. So the same piezoelectric transducer, this crystal works as an inverse transducer, means you are giving the input voltage across the crystal surface. So because of the deformation, because of the applied voltage, to produces vibrations at the output. So it is a transducer and invert transducer. So voltage converting into vibrations and vibrations, pressure or force is converting into output voltage. Okay. So this is the basic principle of operation of piezoelectric transducer. So how the piezoelectric transducer works as a piezoelectric accelerometer. So acceleration is one of the important parameter. It is a non-electrical quantity. So using piezoelectric accelerometer to measure the acceleration. So here acceleration is a device which is used for measurement of acceleration. So different types of accelerations are available, such as using capacitive property, using resistive property or piezoelectric property. So out of this, the most commonly used and very important property in active transducers, that is piezoelectric transducer. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about piezoelectric accelerometer. So before going to that, the piezoelectric property materials, it exhibits piezoelectric properties. So the piezoelectric materials in which the electric potential is generated across the surface ends when the force or pressure is applied on surface of the crystal perpendicularly when the output voltage is generated. When the material undergoes deformation by crystal orientation, when you are applying a pressure across the crystal by the application of external force or pressure, the output voltage is generated across the surface of the crystal. This property we can call it as piezoelectric effect. The same piezoelectric effect exhibits inverse operation. So that is, we can say it as inverse piezoelectric effect. Conversely, if a time varying electric potential is applied across the two ends of the piezoelectric material, the material undergoes deformation and generates some oscillations and vibrates with a certain frequency. This is called inverse piezoelectric effect. So in the inverse piezoelectric effect, the input voltage is applied across the crystal. It produces output vibrations. Okay, so that effect is nothing but inverse piezoelectric effect. So in the piezoelectric crystal property, the first important point I mentioned it is an active transducer. By means of the piezoelectric effect, it generates pressure variations into output voltage or vice versa, for input voltage into vibrations or pressure and force. Okay, so this is the one of the important property of piezoelectric materials. Okay, so now let's see what are the types of piezoelectric crystal materials normally you are going to design in piezoelectric accelerometers or transducers. The most commonly used piezoelectric crystals are two types. One is natural crystals. So the examples of natural crystals are quartz and tourmaline, and there are some synthetic crystals are available. One is Rochello salts, lithium sulfide, dipotassium tartrate. Okay, so these are the two types of materials normally we are using in piezoelectric transducers. The most important and commonly used piezoelectric transducers is a quartz crystal. Okay, it is a naturally available material, so that is the reason the stability of the crystal material is very high. So for naturally available crystal, quartz crystal is normally we are using in piezoelectric transducers. So how to construct piezoelectric accelerometer? How it constructs? So here is a diagram. So here is the diagram. So this is a crystal and these are the electrodes. So at both the sides of the crystals, electrodes are placed. So above the crystal, the known mass, seismic mass is arranged here. The complete unit are placed in a one base. So the output voltage taking across the electrodes when it is subject to the acceleration. Okay. So in the design of piezoelectric accelerometer, the piezoelectric accelerometer consisting of mainly three components. Here the first one is piezoelectric crystal, this is one, seismic mass, this is two, and the complete unit is placed in a base, in a supporting unit, and the output voltage you are collecting across the measuring electrodes. Okay, so here is the diagram for piezoelectric transducer. Okay, so now let's see how to construction of piezoelectric transducer accelerometer. The crystal is the main component in the transducer. So normally there are different materials we discussed. So any of the material we are using, but the most popular accelerometers normally we are using quartz crystals. The crystal is the main component in the transducer, and with it attached seismic mass, and we have is measuring electrodes across which the output voltage is taken up. The whole setup placed in the base unit. It provides supporting unit. This is a complete setup of piezoelectric accelerometer. Now the constructional details of piezoelectric accelerometer. When the device is subjected to acceleration, the acceleration may be positive or deaccelerated, means negative. Whatever the direction, the mass which is attached to the crystal, this is also accelerated along with the whole base. So when the device is subjected to acceleration, the mass which is attached to the crystal, this is also accelerated. So along with the whole base, now it is accelerated. Okay. So now the mass of the unit is a known value is m. When the base is subjected to acceleration, it is denoted with letter A. In any direction, means it is positive or negative direction, it's accelerating. The whole device is accelerated with a mass m attached with the crystal is also accelerated. As a result, the mass m extract a force F on the crystal. Okay, so once depending on the mass is extracted force on a crystal, so the crystal force, it is given by F is equal to ma. F is force, m is mass of the crystal, and a is acceleration. So when the force is extracted on a crystal, so depending on the equation, F equal to ma. Now the electric potential which will be generated when the force is extracted by the crystal, it undergoes, the crystal is under, when the force is applied across the crystal, it undergoes deformation. This is given by, when the force acts on a crystal, it undergoes deformation, the crystal is oriented, and it produces output voltage across the surface of the crystal. Okay, it produces the output voltage depending on the deformation of crystal pressure applied on the across the material. The voltage as per the electric effect given by the formula E is equal to GT into F by A. So F by A is nothing but this is a pressure. So when we applied pressure across the crystal, when the crystal deforms, the output voltage E is generated. It depends on GT F by A. Simply we can call it as GTP. P is pressure. So pressure is nothing but force by area of crystal. Okay. So here we can write it like this. E is equal to GT into F is nothing but MA by capital A. Okay. Where G is the crystal sensitivity. That is a voltage sensitivity of the crystal. Where T is thickness of the crystal. M is mass of the crystal. And small a is acceleration. And capital A is area of the crystal. Okay. So this is the equation. So where G is equal to K by T, that is the voltage constant, always volt meter per Newton, and K is piezoelectric constant, that is crystal constant, and T is thickness of a crystal. F is, this is also constant. F is force applied in newtons, and A is area of the crystal surface in meter square, and P is pressure applied across the crystal, that is force per area, that is newtons per meter square. Okay. So here the A is equal to EA by GT into M, or E is equal to GT into MA by A. So in this equation, E is applied voltage is finally directly proportional to GT MA by capital A. So in this equation, A is area of the crystal is constant, and G is voltage sensitivity of the crystal is constant, and T is thickness of the crystal is also constant, and M is mass of the body. Okay, all these are the constants. So in the above equation, A, G, T and M are the constants. So E is applied voltage, so that is directly proportional to the